Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Rohde with Dental Compare. Today we're at the Chicago Midwinter Meeting at the Axis booth with Dr. Doug Lambert. Now Doug, you're a real practicing dentist. You do this stuff every day.
Absolutely, Jeff. Composites are kind of my thing, and I've enjoyed doing composites for over 25 years.
Right, so how many about are you doing per week?
Oh, plenty. I would say a couple of dozen a week on a regular basis.
That's great. So one of the things that I know is a little bit tough is sort of that, okay, we all know how to layer composites in now, but it's kind of that final finishing that seems to be the trick. There's usually multiple steps, multiple discs to go through, and you end up spending a ton of money just on getting that one little edge polished down. So how do you go about doing it?
Well, I think you've got to have a recipe or a protocol that's very efficient at the chair, Jeff, because really as dentists, the only thing we have to sell is our time. And if we're not efficient at the chair, we're not efficient in our offices. So to do that, we have to find the easiest ways to make the composites work in our offices, and polishing is a critical aspect. I think the ProGloss Polisher allows us to take all the key ingredients and put it into one easy step to get a very, very nice polish. I think where some of the other ones you might use multiple discs or multiple cups or points, they've combined everything with their polisher into one step where you can use their cups, their points, or their little discs to get a very nice polish after you've done initial finishing.
So is that your technique then? Go ahead and do the shaping, check the bite, and then come back through?
They actually have a very nice assortment of 12-bladed spiral carbide burrs that I use first in order to get my initial shape and polish, and then go right to the ProGloss, and it does a great job for us.
Now, how is that different from some of the stuff we've traditionally seen? I mean, technologically, it's like we do a lot of things with like sandpaper discs, and just go through finer and finer and finer grits. How is this working on these newer composites?
Well, I think the due diligence of the manufacturers today have given us some very great composites to work with, to the point where we can get a very nice polish with a ProGloss system like this with literally any composite that's out there now. Discs to me are for flat surfaces, and teeth are not flat, they're compound surfaces. So right. The cups, the points, and even the rubbery discs give us a lot of flexibility.
So with that assortment of shapes, you can use this on anterior, posterior, just about any indication you have?
Absolutely. I think it's a great universal composite polishing system for both anterior and posterior, microfill, microhybrids. It really seems to fit all the needs that we would have at the chair.
So you don't really need a polishing paste with this then?
Well, what I found with ProGloss is that you can achieve a very nice polish by just doing a single step, reproducible result, that you really can eliminate the polishing paste necessary in some of the other systems that are out there.
So you're really taking all these random materials and kind of condensing them down into one thing you need.
I've had the great fortune to be able to work with many, many different materials and manufacturers over the years to kind of refine our technique in our office. And again, I think the materials today have raised the bar very nicely for us as professionals, and the ProGloss continues that on with their polishing.
That's great. Well, Dr. Doug Lambert, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
I'm Dr. Jeff Rohde with Dental Compare.